We are going to delve into the area of leverage trading today, primarily focusing on what eToro has to offer in this particular field. Now, before we get started, let's be honest, investing can be a really frustrating experience. Your account balance tells you to hold your horses, cowboy, despite the fact that you are aware of an opportunity, a stock in which you have faith that it will go to the moon. When this occurs, leverage comes into play. If you had a superpower that allowed you to increase the possible returns on your investments, what would you do? When Uncle Ben said it, with great power comes great responsibility, leverage is similar to that financial cheat code. However, with great strength comes great duty. Consequently, is eToro the platform that will bestow upon you the ability to engage in leveraged investing? Well, let's find out. Gear up, understanding leverage before you invest. First things first, leverage isn't magic. It's a financial tool that allows you to control a larger investment position than your actual capital. Let's say you have $1,000 and a stock is trading at $10 per share. You could buy 100 shares with your own money. But with leverage, say a 2x multiplier, you could control 200 shares with that same $1,000. Sounds pretty cool, right? Here's the catch. You're essentially borrowing money from the broker, eToro in this case, to buy those extra shares. This means any gains or losses are amplified. If the stock goes up 10%, you make 20% on your initial investment. But if it goes down 10%, you lose 20%. That's the double-edged sword of leverage. eToro and leverage, what's on the table? Alright, now that you understand the basics, let's see what eToro offers. Here's the key takeaway, eToro's leverage options depend on your location and regulations. In some regions, like the US, eToro doesn't offer leverage at all. However, in other areas, they do. For example, European retail investors can leverage up to 5x their capital on stock CFDs. We'll get to that in a sec. That means you could control 5 times the number of shares with your initial investment. Hold up, CFDs? What's the deal? This is where things get interesting. When you use leverage on eToro, you're not actually buying the underlying asset, like a stock itself. Instead, you're entering into a CFD contract. A CFD essentially tracks the price movement of the asset, so if the stock goes up, your CFD goes up, and vice versa. There are pros and cons to CFDs. On the plus side, they allow for leverage, and you can profit if the price goes down. However, you don't own the underlying asset and there might be additional fees involved. Understanding the risks, leverage isn't child's play. Let's be brutally honest. Leverage can be risky. Remember, it magnifies losses as well as gains. If your leveraged position goes against you, you could end up owing more than you initially invested. In the worst-case scenario, eToro could close your position to minimize their risk, which could lead to a significant loss for you. Here's the golden rule. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Leverage is a tool for experienced investors who understand the risks and have a solid trading strategy. Is eToro right for your leveraged adventures? So, should you leverage your trades on eToro? It depends. Here are some things to consider. Your experience level. Are you a seasoned investor or a complete beginner? Leverage is best left to those comfortable with the risks. Your risk tolerance. Can you stomach potential losses that could be greater than your initial investment? Your investment goals. Are you looking for long-term growth or short-term gains? Leverage might not be suitable for long-term investing strategies. The takeaway, leverage with caution on eToro. eToro can be a platform for leverage trading, but it's not for everyone. If you're new to investing, it's wise to start with non-leveraged positions and build your experience. Remember, leverage is a double-edged sword. It can amplify your gains, but it can also magnify your losses. Do your research, understand the risks, and always prioritize risk management before diving into leverage trading. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, happy and safe investing.